Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about mothers.
Oh my god, you want to talk about mothers! Oh.
Picture this. You're a mother and you have two beautiful children, and as a parent, your responsibility is to teach and nurture them into independent young adults who are ready to face the world on their own when the time comes. But one day you pay a bit too much attention to your children and notice that your oldest isn't acting in a way that you envision them to act. And instead of using this as a learning experience and teaching your children that it's okay to want to set boundaries with each other, but to not neglect each other in the process, you decide to write a book about your eldest for the world to read. It seems bizarre and like an exaggeration, but no, this is exactly what this mother has done. Let's take a look at her explanation as to why she thought it would be a good idea to write a book about what a bitch, her 9-year-old, was at the time.
I wrote a story called My Daughter's a Bitch and It's Not My Fault. And she was 9.
Oh, and I said I wasn't going to cry.
I know, it hurt me too.
But did it really? If it hurt so bad, then why write about it in the first place and publish it? This could have stayed in a journal or spoken about in therapy.
Her sister followed her around everywhere, loved her, loved her, loved her. And Izzy didn't want anything to do with her, and it broke my heart because I'm a little sister.
That's when it clicked for me. Here we have a mother projecting her insecurities and her biases onto her eldest daughter because she sees herself in her youngest daughter. I shouldn't be saying this because it seems so obvious, but parents, please stop projecting your issues onto your children. It's not healthy for anyone. Instead, seek therapy for yourself first before you start placing your children into boxes that you feel they fit into because of your biases. It's okay to be different. Some people are introverted and prefer to be alone, while others are extroverted and enjoy the company of others. It's okay to like different things. It's okay to disagree with others. It's okay to be different. It's okay to want to fit in. It's okay. But what is not okay is to project your life experiences onto someone else and expect them to live life in a way that you feel is necessary.
I recognized that was definitely the worst thing. I can feel the signs in there. It was the worst thing I ever wrote, but it also, if you read it, I was really good at clickbait titles.
I feel like this is an excuse. Why do something like this knowing that it could potentially be harmful to your daughter when she's older? By definition, clickbait on the internet means content whose main purpose is to attract attention and encourage visitors to click on a link to a particular web page. So, by definition, it's safe to say that her book, My Daughter's a Bitch and It's Not My Fault, is an example of clickbait. But why clickbait in the first place? Was she not confident in selling her book for what it was without the clickbait? Did she feel like her daughter deserves this punishment for not being the older sister she should be in her mother's eyes? Or did the monetary gain from selling a book mean more to this mother than the feelings of her daughter? Small disclaimer, these are all speculative questions based on the information presented.
But it blew
And-
up.
No, it's just something that comes up when you Google my
I
name.
see.
You might be able to find it.
But it still follows you around, like you're
Yeah, because-
applying for jobs, you're doing things, and people
Right.
put your name.
We can't hire her. She was a bitch when she was 9.
Okay, wow, that's a lot to take in, and a very valid point to make. This daughter now has to carry this weight of being labeled a bitch for the rest of her life. It's very easy for the mother to make jokes about this because it clearly doesn't affect her. But what about the livelihood of her daughter? This one instance in time has placed her daughter in a box for the rest of her life. In the modern day, it is not uncommon for a workplace to Google and look up the history of a potential employee. And to be labeled in such a way at such a young age can be traumatizing and invalidating. And now that she's at an age where she's entered the working world and looking for jobs, it must be difficult to carry that label with her. This next video is actually the initial video that led me to the clip that we just watched. Now, I will admit I was confused at first, but when I watched the clip that this video was in reference to, I understood. The user that goes by iHatSabuthang gets understandably heated in this video, but she does make valid points.
Disrespectfully, all offense intended, with 100% of all of my hater aura, I just want to say, fuck you to that mom who wrote that book, My Daughter is a B and It's Not My Fault. You suck, okay? B for you is bum, bad mother, bad person, fucking. She wrote this book because her daughter, who was 9, didn't want to play with her younger sibling. And oh, boo-hoo, she can relate to the younger sibling having chased after her older sister all the time. Oh my God. That's just what the fuck kids do, okay?
And yes, that's right. Me being an older sibling enjoyed my own personal time on my own. It's not that I didn't want to play with my younger brother. It's just that I enjoyed my own company more than the company of others. And my parents understood that. And can I just say that I am so glad they didn't write a book shredding me to bits for being an introverted child.
You teach them, you keep repeating to them, like, play with your younger sibling, include them in what you're doing. Like, they need to learn because they're so used to being on their own this whole time. And then you bring a new baby into this and they're like, I don't know, I'm used to playing by myself.
Yeah, it's called parenting. Again, it's a parent's responsibility to teach and nurture their children when it comes to life experiences. Kids don't automatically know the right from wrong. It's learned behaviors that should be taught by the parents.
You just keep repeating it. You're not the only one with that experience. You don't write a fucking book about how much your daughter is what the fuck? Are you insane? Like, you're insane. You're insane. Like, you don't write a book about your 9-year-old who doesn't want to play with your younger daughter. Like, that's stupid. That's actually insane. Anyways, to the woman, to the girl who that book is supposedly about, I am so sorry that you're not even allowed to be upset about it, that you're not allowed to speak on it. I'm so sorry that you're not able to get a job because every single time that somebody searches up your name, that book pops up and it makes it so hard for you to find it. I'm so sorry. Genuinely, my heart goes out to you. And I think the best way to respond to this is to write a book about your mom. My Mother, the Narcissist. Easy. Easy money, get your bag, girl, and fuck your mom.
So please, be kind, be mindful, and get some therapy if you find yourself projecting your experiences onto those around you.